Madden World, what it be like? It's your boy Fo. Xbox 720 is the game attack on the PS4, and yo, this is that double triple Madden OGs, and we are back with day number 8. Yes, sir, I said day number fucking 8. And I gotta be real, I'm just ready to crash, bro. I've been at work all day. I just really want to crash, but I'm telling you, man, it means so much to me that you guys have poured in. I got 300 subs plus we almost 6,000 views strong, bro. So this just means a lot to me. So I got to make sure I keep bringing the content. And today, what we are gonna show you is that Aaron Rodgers back shoulder fade is in the fucking game. We can do it. Now, the initial concept, and we got to give credit what credit is due first because we do not steal shit on our channel, came from Madden Daily. It was an original concept of theirs. Now, I will say, I think the first time they ever talked about this may have been, I don't know, like 2 Maddens ago, to be honest. I think it's just hot again, so they brought it back up and brought it to my attention. But the great part about this is the main part of this video that I'm showing you is kind of what's advised against. It's kind of like when you're not supposed to throw this route is when I'm actually gonna throw this route, and that is kind of like my own shit, my own spin on this. And I just wanted to show you that this is gonna be game changing to the game, because people that like to play like a 3-3-5 type of a defense where they're calling 2-man under or quarters, take quarters, because that's a lot of that's simpler, right? Take like a quarters defense that they're playing 2-man under, and they're playing on the middle linebacker in the middle of the field, trying to take the middle away from you. You're going to be able to take the sidelines and play like those back shoulder fades and force them to adjust if they are going to play man to man. So we're going to go ahead and call 2 plays today. And the 2 plays we want to look at is going to come out of shotgun doubles week. Now, I've been running this for a couple of days, and I haven't been running this particular play or formation. I actually have another play called PA stick that's in shotgun normal that I actually found this concept from a couple of days ago. I just hadn't put it out. But the great part is today you're gonna get access to the things that I do additionally in my games that you would see normally if I was recording video. So let's go ahead and talk about 2 plays. We're gonna talk about PA verticals, 1, and then we're going to talk about wide corner. Well, we're going to do it vice versa, or in reverse rather. We're going to talk about wide corner first, and then we'll go to the PA vertical. So let's go ahead and call like a dime, put that on the field. And first of all, this play by default is just really, really good against man. And I'll show you why. 1, you got that speed route from the running back, 1. 2, you get that same kind of a hitch kind of out of the tight end, and I think that's good. And let me show you what I mean. You get that same kind of hitch. It's not like a regular outpost. You see how he dips before he cuts out. That's gonna spring him open, just like you see. Look at the running back now. You see how he digs into the dirt and he cuts and gets that speed boost. That's the same thing that's happening with the tight end. So this is a very good play against man to man. Those 2 guys are unbumpable, and they're gonna beat man to man every single time. But what we want to look at is the outside player Martavius Bryant. Now Martavius Bryant is on a fade route, but it's different. It actually goes out to the right a little bit, then it shoots up the sideline. Now, the original tip is that if they play like a man blitz, or if they play a cover 1, which actually in the tray open offset scheme that I put out, I showed you a play called stick that had that to the right like that. What's going to happen is that guy doesn't get jammed. You just throw up the field, and we'll replay that real quick. Now, he's supposed to jam that player to the right, but he's actually unbumpable. That's an unbumpable fade in the game. You can't jam it. So basically, the way what we think is that if you just keep the deep blue over the top, then you're safe. And that's true. Like, because if the deep blue is over the top, you can't possibly throw the pass, right? So what I started doing, especially when players where I went through all of the plays in the game, and what I did was is I found plays that had it on both sides. So because I noticed when I was playing online, if players play two-man under, sometimes they play on the safety. And if they play on one of the safeties, I was wanting to get the action to either side. So that way, whatever they do, I can just bomb them deep. So then what they would start to do is just get off of the safeties. They get on a linebacker and start trying to take out the middle of the field. Now that route is rendered useless, right? Well, that's not exactly true. So what I'm going to show you today is we're going to leave that guy on the deep blue. And I'm going to show you, and we almost broke it. Let's say we was on the left hash mark, because you can't throw this on the left hash mark. You're going to get that action. So I'm going to show you today that what you can do is throw, you see he gets the speed boost. We leave him on the deep blue. We wait a little bit, and what we're going to do is throw a bullet pass to the outside, precision pass, bullet pass to the outside, but we are going to hit the left bumper on Xbox One, or we're going to hit the L1 button on PS4 so we can high point the football. And when we high point the football, two animations are going to occur. One, you see Jason Verrett, 93 speed cornerback, 95 man coverage cornerback. He is going to react to this play like that every single time. He's never going to jump for the ball. That's one thing that's going to happen. Then two, Martavis Bryant is not going to ever really turn around. He's just going to turn and the ball is going to drop in right over his shoulder. Now, I like to throw this to a taller player, but I'm going to show you that a player under 6 feet, Antonio Brown, to the left of the formation can get this same action against a cornerback. So one thing we love is that we can do this. Now, as you saw right there, all it is, what you'll see from the safety, sometimes the safety dives and just dumbs out, and you can shoot up the field, score a touchdown. Or if you're on the left hash mark, you'll have a little bit more field to play with, and you can break a tackle, and you're off to the races. And that's what I mean. This can easily become a one-play touchdown for you. So worst case scenario, you just gain a lot of fucking yards. You know what I mean? Let's see if we can throw it a couple more times. And as you see, I mean, I got the timing down. I would suggest you take this in the lab and definitely throw it over and over and over again to one side so you get one side down. And then we're going to go and we're going to call the second play, which is going to be the PA verticals. And we're going to be able to throw it to both sides now, which I love that. So now Antonio Brown is on the same route and Bryant's on the same route. And then even Green's on the route inside, although you don't really need that. But you can do a lot. So I could do this now. I could do this now. I could do that now. I mean, it's just, you know, you're going to be really able to attack the middle of the field with something like this. So we'll go ahead and reset it real quick. Now I like to block the running back because I don't want the play action on this, because I need to be able to have my timing down packed to throw the football properly, right? So we'll go ahead and try to work on Antonio Brown's side, see if I can get my timing on this side right. And there you go, right there. So all right, so we'll go ahead and call the replay, and I'm glad it happened that way the first time. Sometimes he makes the tackle, but then there's, you know, it's like 50-50. So what you can see here, and we'll just go to Antonio Brown. First of all, especially in regular teams right now, a lot of cornerbacks rather, aren't that good in the game. So you can get somebody like a Julio Jones, you can get somebody like Antonio Brown, those top flight type of receivers, and you can really, really handle somebody bad. Like a T.Y. Hilton will get a lot of separation. And what you're going to notice is Antonio Brown is going to get way more separation with this because of his route running. Like somebody like Odell Beckham Jr., man, I hadn't even tried Odell, but I bet ODB go crazy, bro. You know, OBJ, whatever the fuck his name is. I bet he go crazy, bro. So anyway, you see how he gets the separation. As where Verrett on the other side was holding Martavius Bryant a little bit better. Now we get all of this separation. And because we get that much separation, now the safety is forced to make more of a play on it. So he's more or less likely going to try to dive. But if I get that kind of stumbling forward, that's almost like a little boost for me. So I get that little stumble forward. I get the boost, boom, we threw it over the shoulder, and as you saw, look at the cornerback. The cornerback did exactly what Verrett did on the other side. That's going to happen every time when you throw that bullet pass like that. They're never going to jump for the ball when you high point it and throw the bullet pass to the outside to the sideline. So then you'll be able to just cut up the field, and then that's a one-play touchdown. Now, there's two things you can try to do to slow this down, because we want to go ahead and talk about that on defense, right? And that's the good part. I'm giving you this jewel, but at the same time, I'm going to show you how to stop it. So if for some reason this leaks out and gets big for some reason, where it's all in Madden, then you'll know exactly what to do. So, all right. So if they play on defense, if they play underneath, it doesn't stop it. If they play inside, it won't stop it. Now, what you need to try to do is play outside coverage. So we'll go ahead and snap the ball. And as you can see, he plays the football much better. But why does he play the football much better? So let's go ahead to the replay. And what you're going to see is that he'll drop. He's playing inside, but look, he'll drop to the outside because you chose outside coverage. And now he's going to be able to play the fade. Now, I haven't tried to throw it inside. When I see him drop, I think that's too much to try to ask for, to read something that quick and within the moment. I don't know. If one of you guys want to try it, definitely let me know what happens when you do that. But here's something that I found. If you play outside coverage, then the inside slot receiver cannot be jammed from this formation. So how amazing is that? So we can go back and call wide corner, and that was actually getting jammed. But now that inside slot receiver is not getting jammed on his in route anymore. So now you're going to have literally 4 out of your 5 receivers are now unbumpable because they're playing outside coverage. And I can also guarantee that they're not going to initially think to play outside coverage. Even after they've gotten hit with it the first time, they're not going to be like, damn, they're just going to be like, how the fuck is he doing that? That's how most people react to me. They don't think to play outside coverage. It's never been something that somebody's ever told you to do in a tip. I can never remember a time where somebody say, just play outside coverage. That's the smart thing to do. So you're going to have a lot of success with this, and they're less likely to do that. Now, the other obvious thing to do would be to go ahead and move out the safeties to the outside. But first of all, look how stupid that is. Like, now I'm going to be able to do so much more and play different plays up the seam, and that's just not what you want. You know, I can honestly say that's not going to be what you want. I'm just throwing the ball, but that's not what you want to do, because I can scheme around this now. If you're having to move the safeties out, man, I got all kind of other shit I can just hit you with up the middle of the field, right? So this is where this particular concept starts to open up, and you start to be dominant against your opponent because you're mixing in all of this stuff. So now, of course, by watching my channel, you've seen what we beat cover 4, cover 3, cover 2 all the time. We always have zone stuff, but now you have a nice man-beating concept in your toolbox that nobody else does. So this is something that is game-changing. You're going to be able to use it, take it into the lab, and fuck around with it because it really works, bro. And I've been using it for days now. Like, comment if you feel like it's something I left out or you have any questions, and subscribe. As always, respect the OGs. Peace.